Like and subscribe if it's your vibe. If it's your vibe, like and subscribe. I'm trying to adjust this mic here. Okay, I was on YouTube as I usually am, and I don't know. I think it's my algorithm, but I'm just watching all the banter on YouTube, and the banter is about the Game Pass price hike. It's probably been beat to death. It's probably old news now, but I'm late to the party, and I'm just gonna break it down. One thing I'm not gonna do to anybody watching is I'm not gonna insult your intelligence. The economic sorry, Game Pass's price increase is nothing more than simple economics. I'm gonna break it down. Economics, it's a simple triangle, right? Let's use subscription services as an example. Let's just go for Netflix. When Netflix first came out, it was like $7 a month. Netflix, the people that they license the movies from, and the consumer, which is us. Netflix is taking the hit in the beginning because they're not even breaking even. They're just trying to get you onto the service. Once you like it, they will take less and less of a hit. I.e., it keeps going up and up and up in price. They change the model, they change how things work to take less of a hit. We, in the beginning, are benefiting because it's $7 a month and we have access to all these movies and we're not paying a lot of money for them, right? The license company, the movies that the companies that license the movies, they're winning because Netflix is giving them a bag to get the license to stream to the platform. So they take the hit. Over time, Netflix takes less and less and less of a hit. Here comes Game Pass. Started off at like $10 a month in the beginning. I swear it was super cheap. Over time, it's increasing. People are complaining. I don't understand why. It's simple economics. As they in the beginning, Microsoft is taking the hit because they got to give the developers a bag. We're benefiting because we get it for the low. That's all it is. So we're benefiting, the developers are benefiting because if the developer is sitting there and saying, look, we expect to sell 3 million copies, and Microsoft is like, look, we'll give you 20% of that money if you put it on Game Pass, the developers get an instant bag. So they'll do it. I think what's happening is developers are probably getting greedy and being like, yo, we expect to sell this much. And Microsoft is like, it is financially irresponsible. They're like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. You know what I mean? So what they did is they just increased it. It was just simple economics. They're just pouring money into Game Pass. And I really think that higher ups at Microsoft probably looked at it and said, okay, I think Activision Blizzard merger was the icing. There was a nail in the coffin. They're like, okay, yo, you spent $68 billion. Enough now, right? Enough. This has to be a little bit more profitable. This has to make a little bit more sense. This has to be more financially feasible. It's ridiculous. We're paying developers left and right to put the games on Game Pass. Consumers aren't paying enough money, and now we're just constantly keep pouring money. Now Microsoft has deep pockets. They're $1 trillion company. So a 68 billion to 1 trillion, it, right? It's not a lot of money when you're on that scale, but it's still a lot of money if you know what I'm saying. So I think that's all it is. I think they just put their foot down and they said, you know what, enough. So what are they going to do? They're going to make it profitable. So they up the price. Now it's 30 a month. Everybody's mad about it, saying that Microsoft is greedy. And no, it's just a simple economics. Developers were benefiting. We were benefiting. Microsoft was taking the hit. Now they said, we're not taking that big of a hit. People are saying it's because of the Call of Duty and they think $300 million of sales are no longer there. But I'm like, okay, if you were going to put it on Game Pass, that was expected. It was expected that it wasn't going to sell as much as it usually sells. So I don't buy that. I personally don't buy that. I think it's just simple economics. They're like, look, we're pouring too much money into it. We've got to make it back. Now, my next thing I want to reveal to you. When I bought my ROG Ally, I got it with 3 months of Xbox Premium. I was already an Ultimate subscriber. I took the 3 months, obviously, because my renewal was coming up. So I took the 3 months, but it I didn't even notice a difference. I didn't notice a difference. Premium is not a bad tier. On paper, it really looks like the lower tiers, like Ultimate is the only one you should get. I'm very quick to disagree. Most people might be fine with just the premium tier. So check it out if you're really upset about the Ultimate price. The way I see it, if I don't get something on day one, it's nothing for me to walk down to the store and buy one of those Ultimate cards and get the game if I want to and subscribe for those couple of months that I want to play that game. It's not going to kill me. It's not a big deal because it's a great service. I'm going to advocate for it. I think Game Pass is great. I didn't think it was in the beginning, but I think it was great now. So simple video. It's just quick economics. Do not believe the cap on YouTube. Please. It's not greed. It's simple subscription based economics. This is how subscription models work. And I this looks like Microsoft is like, yo, we're tired of taking hits. We're just tired of taking so much hits. Maybe developers are getting greedy. It could be something along those lines. I hope I explained it well. If not, let me know in the comments. But just some food for thought. Figured I'd bring it out there. I'm very tired of going on YouTube and just seeing all the banter. Right? YouTube has become such a place for just banter and cap, and it's one of those places. Entertaining though, great platform. So it is what it is. I'm off this. Y'all take care.